Good evening.
Hi, yes, to you as well, yes.
Frank, welcome to the kitchen.
My pleasure.
Another Monday night live. Hello everyone, welcome to the kitchen in Aberdeenshire, and delighted as always to Frank Thomson with me. And I don't know, we've got a bit of catching up to do because you just arrived.
Well,
did you drive all the way to Truro?
Oh no, we don't. Can we put that off the menu? Yes, and chat about your escapades because you have been globetrotting yourself.
Well, there's been a few bits and pieces, I have to say, but I'm sorry to say that the golfer is not well. The golfer is isolating, I'm afraid, not a well chap today. So no clue today. He's keeping well out of the way. Have you had the dreaded lurgy?
No, I'm quite surprised I've managed to evade it, but...
fit as a flea. I'm fit as a flea. But
are you sure you're fit as a flea, though? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Good evening, Fiona and Frank, says. Barbara is watching and Catherine Bell from Fife. Scorcher doing here. We know. I mean, and I don't think it's even as remotely as hot in Fife as it is in the south of England.
Yes, so I believe.
Oh boy, oh boy. I hope you're cooling off a little bit. I'm hoping that some of you even have a glass of wine chilled from the fridge and maybe even a gin and tonic.
Oh, that sounds good, yes.
It does sound good.
Yes.
In a few weeks' time, Frank, I'm going to the island of Harris, not only famous for the Tweed, but for the gin.
Yes, the gin and the nice beaches in which to sit and drink your gin, yes.
Now I remember. I'm going to do a kitchen concert from the gin distillery. I mean,
wow.
Whether I will make any sense or not, I don't know.
I can supply the tonic, by the way.
At the risk of a cheesy link, you are always a tonic.
Yes,
you
are. I'm not sure about that.
Hello, everyone who's joining us. Oh, my word, coming in from Toronto. Hello, Mary McLennan. Oh, no, Tomatin. What am I saying? Oh, God. Jennifer, good evening from a very hot... Oh, hope the golfer's a good patient.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Saying nothing.
No more.
Yes, I hope he feels better soon, Nancy. I know. It may be a shortish concert tonight as a result because I am... let me put it this way, just call me Florence.
Yes.
My new name. What are you going to start with, Frank?
Well, I thought I'd bring you back to the west coast of Scotland because you've been in Greece, you've been in London. Tell us where else.
Portugal, seeing David and Prue
right.
Reid and lovely friends, and yes, we've had a bit of a birthday fest.
We certainly have, yes.
But we're home now. to earth, and we're missing the golfer. We are missing the golfer and his usual wave of complete indifference to anything that we're doing. He isn't very well. It's not nice having the COVID. It's not nice at all, but hopefully he'll be better soon. And all of you out there, if you're feeling too hot and bothered, we hope that for half an hour we'll just have
a wee bit of fun. Yes,
a wee bit of fun. I was having great fun with my little 4-year-old.
I did notice that on Facebook, in actual fact. You were doing a master class in blowing bubbles. Tell us.
Well, I mean, is there anything better? I don't know. Balloons and bubbles. I'm your girl. I used to be that embarrassing mother that would stand at a railway station to welcome my children home. Oh, the door. Well, I used to be that embarrassing mother. I would stand with balloons at the station to welcome everybody back, and they would kind of pretend that they didn't even know me. Did you ever do that?
All the time, in fact.
I think it's a parent's duty to embarrass their children. I think we owe it to them.
Well, yes, I go along with that, yes.
They can't believe that I have been known to dance on the odd table. Have you danced on a table?
I've often played on a table and eaten at a table, but never have danced
I've got
on top of a table.
It's the quiet ones you've got to watch.
That's right. Yes.
They always say that. Welcome, if you've just joined us. Frank Thomson in the kitchen tonight.
My pleasure.
He brought me a present.
Yes.
Because of this.
Yes, this is...
It's not any old present.
This is a cue for a song, isn't it?
This is a cheesy cue for a very cheesy song. Look what he brought me.
A bottle.
Blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, merrily reach the sky. Then like my dreams they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. Then like my dreams fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles. I don't care if it's cheesy or not. If you don't like bubbles out there, there has to be something seriously wrong.
Oh, look at them
I think
bursting on your mobile
this is
there.
Probably,
yes, lovely. Look at the colours.
This is probably the best bottle of bubbles I've ever been given. I mean, Frank, where did you find this?
Well, you know this, I spent the whole day, I was at Asda, I was at Sainsbury's, you name it, I was there to get this bubble.
Well, I mean, I cannot tell you. I'm not sharing with anybody.
This is going to last you for
I am
years.
shamelessly. I mean, have you ever seen a bigger bottle of bubbles? Thank you for
I would love a bottle of gin that size. It would be lovely, yeah.
Well, which takes me back to the island of Harris, where I hope they're going to be giving me copious bottles of gin for doing a kitchen concert live from the Harris distillery. How much fun is that going to be?
That's going to be
I bet you wish.
Affair by the sound of it.
And then we should really organise one at a whiskey distillery. That would be right up your...
I like that, yes. I go for that. Speyside this time for me. Glenfarclas, in actual fact, would suit me grand.
Okay, well, I think... If anyone from Glenfarclas Distillery is listening, we're available.
I'm the biggest customer.
Well, we're available, aren't we? We're
yes,
happy
definitely.
Whiskey distilleries.
Yes, definitely.
Weddings. I mean, we were at a beautiful wedding on Friday and Saturday. Many congratulations to the newly wed Mr. and Mrs. Boisseau, Anna and Harry. We just had a fantastic time there. And you were playing at a wedding on Saturday or
Yeah,
Sunday?
that was at Strathdawn, and the wedding ceremony was at Kildrummy Kirk.
Oh, lovely.
It was absolutely, well, it was a scorcher of a day for a start, and so it was champagne outside and champagne inside, and it was a reeling night as well. You know, it was a lively, ate some reel and reel of the 51st. You
just
really
joyful.
enjoyed it.
Oh,
yeah. And your friends, the Gilberts, Martin and his wife were there, of course.
Yeah.
Showing how
to reel.
He was taught by Uncle Brian, of course.
I know,
yeah.
I know, the famous Uncle Brian, who taught so many people in Perthshire, Aberdeenshire, all over. We were a right, a left, a right, a left, and we were.
Circle round and back.
Yes, he ruled us with a rod of iron. There are a few things that are more fun than reeling. And maybe not the very good reeling that you're used to. I mean, we're all a bit haphazard, but...
that's what makes it so much fun, yeah.
We enjoy. Are you going to play a wee tune or am I going to sing? What's the plan?
Well,
should I sing?
Well, we've got the Silver Darlings, which is...
Oh yes. Now that was that a request? Did you tell me?
that was one of your regular viewers, actually.
Do you have a... Georgia Mayer,
Yes.
you're around. Was there a little request? I think there were a few requests, but was
this one is for one of your regular listeners.
Was this Jennifer Patience?
No, Doris Hepburn from Bucky.
Oh, Doris Hepburn.
Yes.
This is for you. Not a song. I've sung it once with you, Frank. But of course, Silver Darlings.
I think you said a few weeks ago that you would sometime have a program of nautical and fishing songs.
Yes.
And I think this is why she recommended this one.
Well, thank you for recommending it. So, Alistair MacDonald actually, he recorded it and made it quite well known, but it was actually written by Bob Halfon. Now, Bob Halfon was a Londoner who wrote Lovely Stornoway with my father. Dad and Bob collaborated on Make Your Way to Stornoway, and I hadn't realised that Bob had also written the words for Silver Darlings, if I'm right. I'm not sure. That's what Mr. Google said anyway. So will we give this a go?
Yes, we'll give it a go.
Oh, herrings are harvests that fishermen glean, where flashes the silver through deep oceans green. And when herring harvests reach old Aberdeen, they're known as the Silver Darlings. Silver Darlings on Aberdeen Quay, brought by the fishermen home from the sea, to the city that stands twixt the dawn and the dee, the home of the Silver Darlings. The boats leave the harbour, their wakes spreading wide, and empty they roll with the swell of the tide. Oh, soon may their hatches be thrown open wide with a catch of the silver darlings, silver darlings on Aberdeen Quay, brought by the fishermen home from the sea to the city that stands twixt the dawn and the dee, the home of the silver darlings. There's ice on the rigging and death down below, with the gale screaming wild and the glass hanging low. The wives and the sweethearts are women who know the price of the silver darlings, silver darlings on Aberdeen Quay, home for the fishermen, home from the sea, to the city that stands twixt the dawn and the dee, the home of the silver darlings, silver darlings on Aberdeen Quay, brought by the fishermen home from the sea, to the city that stands twixt the dawn and the dee, the home of the silver darling.
Lovely
It
song.
is, it's a lovely song.
Yeah,
I think we definitely need to do a programme devoted to maybe
Yes,
songs
as you
from
say,
the northeast,
yeah,
fishing songs,
Yeah, I
and
go along with that. Yeah.
or even songs of the land and sea. I mean, I guess Aberdeen and Aberdeenshire is just rich with
Full of these lovely
these beautiful
traditional songs. Eh?
Farewell to Tarwathie
Oh yes,
that go
that's
back
one of my favourites.
to the 1800s.
Must do
and-
that one sometime again.
And all the lovely Scott Skinner tunes that Paul Anderson plays and all
Yes.
the fiddler. Well, you play
It's
Scott Skinner.
rich with fiddle tunes. This area
Yeah.
has been for 200 years.
But you also play such a wide range of tunes. And I think, and I know I've said this before, but I think that's what everyone enjoys, or one of the things that everyone enjoys about the kitchen concerts is that the music is very diverse. Last week we had wonderful Neil Burst playing jazz piano. And in advance I want to wish Rachel and Ed much love and huge congratulations for their wedding this Saturday at St Machar's Cathedral. I mean, it's wedding. It's so lovely that weddings and celebrations are happening again. And I think, judging by the buzz of the wedding that we were at, it was just everyone getting together.
Amazing, it's lovely.
Are you finding that?
Yes, very much so.
And was that? How did you find it when you drove all the way to Truro then?
Well,
Or was it Truro?
no, it was quite close to Truro, though. It was Taunton,
Taunton.
the cider country.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you have any cider?
No. I was too busy playing and driving to have even a glass of cider. But let's move on from that, please.
If you joined us before, you'll know that he got a row from me the last time he was here for doing Effie McLean. Hope the golfer gets better quickly. Be good to him. From the two Ullapool fans, Effie, I will just call me Florence. You have no. I'm trying my best to be very good to him.
Yes.
You're
not being just 100% honest with yourself tonight, though.
It's been a bit of a day. It's been a bit of a day with lots of things. But anyway, let's have a happy tune to keep going. Are we going to France?
Yeah, we've got one of an audience tonight who has fallen in love with France.
Georgia May.
Yeah.
Georgia May's back from Bordeaux University. Hello to the Drennan family. George Drennan is appearing in a play in the Tron called Underwood Lane, which is a John Byrne play. Apparently fantastic. Standing ovations every night. I'm really hoping to get there because Georgia May's dad, as you know, is George Drennan, who did all the Burns suppers with us.
I remember him, yes.
And so, of course, Georgia May was at Uni Aberdeen, but then went to Bordeaux University. So, are you doing this for her? Lovely, 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 lovely. Well, Robert Kerr just wrote in to say he loves the tune from Dr. Zhivago and
Well, that's nice.
and he's delighted. Lots of people saying this is gorgeous, says George Drennan.
Yes.
Hello, George Drennan, and I'm hoping to come and see you at the Tron. Lovely to have your daughter with me in the kitchen as well. It's great, and hope the show's going well. I hear it's absolutely brilliant. Annette MacDonald is watching. Lovely to have you with us, Annette. Faye Clark is watching. Linda Patterson says, very good. Very good. Phyllis Urquhart, love Frank playing.
Oh, that's lovely. Nice to have
Hi, Phyllis. Lovely to have you with us. And Eleanor Stewart, thank you both for this little bit of escapism. I hope it is a little bit. It's a bit of escapism for us as well. And also just, it's not, well, we haven't had the heating on for a very long time. Not that you need it. But we often don't have the heating on in the winter either, as you know. We're on an economy drive in this house. Fiona Kay nearly forgot to tune in. Fiona, lovely to have you with us, and glad that you've remembered. Chris Judge, sounding sweet, guys. Chris, haven't spoken to you for ages, but lovely to hear from you. Chris, of course, is a wonderful singer who also sings with the Red Hot Chili Pipers.
Oh, good.
Chris Judge on absolutely socking it out.
I haven't heard that now.
Brilliant voice.
Yes.
And the twins, beautiful, and their mum. And Will Gibbons watching from the University of Aberdeen. And Linda Patterson, lovely to see Frank.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
We're both trying to behave tonight, a bit.
So unusual, yeah.
How about, I know what I was going to say, after all your lovely French tunes, I want to say hello to Brian and Gail Click. I am going to be in Brian and Gail Click's kitchen next Monday.
Oh, yes.
In France, because I'm going over. A big hug to my sister Christine and daughter Santa, and also to Sam and the Downs family. My sister Christine is moving back to Scotland.
That's lovely.
So I'm going out to hopefully be a helping pair of hands for the big move. So Brian and Gail have kindly said that I can come to their kitchen. And Brian's got about 18 guitars. I don't know which one of your guitars you're going to play, Brian.
Okay.
But I'll need to get my...
Yeah.
I'll have to get my rockin' voice together. Every week I have to find a new voice for depending who I'm singing with, because we're now at concert something like 106,
107, I think.
Yeah,
I'm not sure because we lost count actually. But anyway, your feet need to touch the ground at some point, you know.
When I go to Harris and I get to the distillery and then have a week.
Get the sand between your toes.
Exactly. That will be the time. Hello, Elaine Donnelly. Welcome. Oh, Neil Strachan, you haven't said hello to me yet, Fiona.
Oh, gosh.
Say hello to Neil Strachan.
Hello, Neil. Yes, good to see you again.
He was asking if you remember Will Starr.
Of course I do. I remember the kick.
Yeah.
I remember. He used to come to the Tivoli, probably along with your dad.
Yeah. So Will Starr, for those of you who don't know, played button accordion, button box as it was known.
Yes.
And he was one of the premier accordionists of his time. In, I guess, the heyday of music hall in a way, because that would be 60s, early 70s he would have played with my dad.
Yeah, it would be. I remember they did lots of tours, and Will Starr was given the freedom of a town in Canada. I think it was a name like Tallahassee or something like that.
Tallahassee?
Tallahassee, that would be it, yes.
Well, we used to do these tours where I remember we played places like Chilliwack, Yellowknife, as well as Toronto and, you know, but it was great because that tour, Scots are everywhere in Canada, and I just remember every place was full. I went with my dad, and I was just a supporting artist, a young girl, and we sang right across Canada. We did 26 gigs in 27 days. Amazing. It was like getting up and getting on a plane like you get on a bus.
It was a way of life. You know, it was. Andy Stewart did similar tours.
Well, it was his organisation, I think, that did it.
Amazing
but yes, we
times.
remember Will Starr well. Will was from a mining town and beautiful black curly hair. He had his signature kick when he would turn to the side and then kick his leg out, for those of you who remember. It's a few years ago now.
It certainly is,
so,
yes.
I was thinking about a Doris Day song.
Oh, lovely. I hope it's my favourite one, is it?
Well, I'm hoping so too.
If I play an intro, you might fall
I'll
into it.
I'll give it my best. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera.
Lovely. Lovely song, yeah.
A round of applause from Georgia May Drennan in the background. I'm guessing that your dad is getting ready to do his play at the Tron and watching us from his dressing room. We're very flattered, George. I just love that song. I love Doris Day.
Yes, it's got lovely words as well.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
it's just
Well,
amazing.
Someone played it to me on their phone. I want to give a shout out to 3 people. Ernie and Patricia Lee, who I had a lovely chats with at the wedding last Friday and Saturday at what I'm calling the Ferguson Boisseau wedding. And it was just so lovely to see them. And Ernie's sister, Jennifer Lee, is a very famous potter and makes pots for gazillions. She is probably one of the UK's foremost potters. And she's a daughter called Hannah, who has a lovely singing voice. And he played Hannah on his phone to me, singing Que Sera, Sera.
Oh,
and she has a beautiful voice, and that made me think, such a lovely song.
I love the song and the accompaniment as well.
So what are you, have you got a wee something for me now, or?
Well,
Or
we're
is it-
rounding off. Have you
Are
got
we
another
rounding
song?
off?
No,
I
have
probably
you got
do.
another song?
Oh, I do.
What is it?
I do. Again, I was listening to the radio the other day, and it was the request show. I think it was Steve Wright or whatever. And it was John Denver. I love John Denver's voice. There's a message here that maybe I've got to read out. Oh, it's my day off. You should be even more flattered, says George Drennan. So he's not in the dressing room. He's just saying thank you. Thank you, George. Well, we're extremely flattered that on your day off, you are actually watching us. I think the whole family. So hello to Aidan, Isabella, to Mum, whose birthday is on Thursday, Nadia. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Nadia, on Thursday. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip.
Yay!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
A fellow Cancerian. I am a Cancerian with Virgo rising. Do you know what you're... Do you know what you are, Frank?
I don't really take much of an interest in these signs, but I'm. How do you pronounce it? It's Pisces.
You're a Pisces. You're so the dreamer.
Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah.
Pisces
well,
is the fish that swims and dreams.
Oh yes.
and
Okay. I feel a lot better now.
I think that probably describes you, but you've probably got a very different rising sign like Taurus, which is...
You think so?
Yeah,
Yes.
which is know what you want.
I think I'm swimming fairly deeply. Yes.
Well, the golfer is a Gemini, and my mum and dad were both Geminis. I can feel a wave of indifference from all the men watching who are not even remotely interested in anything to do with astrology, like all of us in this kitchen are, except for Frank.
Right.
So Linda Patterson, birthday celebration for my golfer, Robert. Linda, happy birthday to Robert. And I also want to say I have a request, not just a request, but I would like to say hello and well done. I got a message from Willie Gillis from the island of Tiree and saying a big shout out to all the team that made the Tiree Music Festival happen. So he said, Martin and Daniel Gillespie, Fergie and Neil from Oban, Stuart and Julie McClellan, and all the team that worked so hard to make the Tyree Music Festival happen. So congratulations to all. And Willie got in touch just to say how much he appreciated, because clearly it was a huge team effort. And Phyllis is saying, I hope you're taking Frank to Inverness. I'm going to ask Frank to come October.
I love that, yes.
Inverness Cathedral in October.
Oh, yes.
If you would, that would be lovely. I'm
Yeah.
not asking you live on air here.
Yes, you got my permission, or you got my agreement, yes, okay.
The contract's in the post.
Yes.
I'm sure Sam will put up the link again for the Scotland on Tour dates, which are going to be it's Glasgow at the Piping Centre first in September, then Dumfries, and then into October we're doing Elgin and Inverness. So I'll give you the dates off air. Lovely. So that we can get them. It would be lovely to have Frank, and I'm hoping for some other of my wonderful
Fiona Kennedy on tour. Yes.
It'd be lovely. Well, it just seems there's been such a lovely range of music that Neil Burse and Niels. Yeah. And I think Irene is going to come on some of them. So it depends. They're very busy people. It's whether or not their dates are available. But I'm really hoping so. And I'm hoping for really good crowds to come and all our lovely kitchen concert people. Back to the Tyree Music Festival. Well done, everybody over there, because I know the volunteers, nothing can happen without volunteers. And often they just get on with it. But I think everybody who was at the music festival absolutely appreciated what goes into the setting up and also the de-rigging and just giving everybody a wonderful time. And of course, during these COVID times where health and safety is of paramount importance. So to everybody involved, well done. And it's just great that it could take place and happen. And
yes, indeed.
It was such a great success. So that's wonderful. So Jackie Hemming, I'm saying hello to you. I want to say hello to Hannah Bateman, and I want to say John Mowat, please wish Ellen MacDonald a happy 49th for Wednesday. Now I'm not sure if it was last Wednesday or this Wednesday, but Ellen MacDonald, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Ellen, happy birthday to you. So, last song but one. John Denver,
yes.
As you know, I'm always digressing.
Yes, we haven't actually rehearsed this, so I just hope I've got the right key for you, Fiona. Okay.
The key of Zog, just even a chord and You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like a mountain in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms, let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come let me love you, come love me again. hide in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Such a lovely song.
Lovely.
Such a lovely song. Well, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Thank you to Frank for being with us as always in the kitchen, and it's just always relaxing. I don't know, when it gets to Monday at 6 o'clock, and although it's the start of the week, it's kind of like, and I guess that's why we've kept going with this, because when I took a couple of weeks off, I didn't quite know what to do with myself. I thought, what day is it? I had no idea what the day was.
Yes,
It's kind of kept me right. So we're going to just keep on going as much as we can, and then we'll go on the road in September and October. And it will be lovely to see all of you who can come and join us. And there will be such a selection of music, from beautiful Celtic tunes to a few jazz tunes to some new tunes to some out-and-out pop tunes. Niels and I have written two, I have to say, although I set myself, two cracking songs. One for a wedding that we're really pleased with, and another one which is just a song that's full of hope. And then another one by Paul Miller, and that was also... So we're going to try and incorporate a really interesting programme. I would also be really thrilled and delighted to hear from you as to what your favourite songs are, and if there's something that you'd like us to include, because we'll do our best to do whatever we can when we come on the road. And I can do a bit of, well, we'll be preparing anyway, but, you know, it's just nice to hear, because last week I did The Road and the Miles to Dundee,
yes.
And I just thought, well, that's nice. So we're trying to pull together an album in time with some of the favourites from the kitchen concerts. So we'll see. It'd be lovely to hear what people are thinking. So a lot of people are saying get well soon to the golfer, and we're going to round up now so that I can go and be Florence again.
Yes, that's right. But you know this,
leave a tray outside the door.
But you know this, I'm just feeling a little bit sad right this very minute, because we've lost a pal. One of the three Jack Russells said cheerio this afternoon, and it's very, very sad. Somehow the kitchen's not the same, you know, but anyway, I take my hat off to you. Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you next time.